Tanya Blakeney, I'm standing here beside Fire Chief Everett Cook at the Dunes Station in the county of Grande Prairie. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
We are here to talk about fire season. Even though it's windy today and there's still snow on the ground, March 1st marks the fire season for the county. So what are some of the common misconceptions of safe burning that maybe you've experienced, especially here in the region, even with snow on the ground?
Safe burning conditions such as a windy day like today. There is no burning permitted in winds over 12 kilometers per hour. A lot of people ask us, well, how do I know what's 12 kilometers per hour? If you see a leaf blowing across the ground, look at your local or your flags if any are close by. It's a good indicator. Winds do pick up typically in the afternoon. We promote burning either late in the evening or first thing in the morning. But again, conditions are usually the biggest concern we have.
So fire season underway, as we do approach April 1st and the snow does start to melt. We have a bunch of new equipment that as the county took over January 1st at all the fire services in the region. Tell me about the truck we're standing in front of.
Certainly, love to. The county of Grande Prairie, we're very diversified. We have not only urban, but we have wildland-urban interface areas that we need to address, and we need to be prepared to fight fires in. The truck we're standing beside is an F550. It is a truck capable of off-road fire fighting. It is four-wheel drive. It has a bumper-mounted monitor on the front, so we can apply water onto a fire while in motion from inside the cab. Carries 400 gallons of water plus foam, and we're able to draft out of local creeks or off fire hydrants or ponds. So it's a very agile piece of equipment, and it will be very, very well used this summer.
As well, new right now is a new bylaw that was put in place, and I'm going to say that it's because with the county taking over, there has to be kind of a new structure in place. Tell me about the new bylaw and what this really means for the community and the county.
Certainly. The bylaw focuses on a few specific areas. Number one is fireworks. New legislation was passed by the provincial government with regards to fireworks and the sale of fireworks and the display. The counties have met and addressed those concerns and those regulations that have come out. Quite simply, it is a permitted process, so people will need to come in, get a permit, follow the proper steps. It is free of charge for the everyday consumer. Businesses also will have to obtain a license through the county. It's a $100 permit. We come out, we do a proper inspection to ensure safe storage and handling of the fireworks, and really it's a simple process.
I mean, fire season, now that it is upon us, has its own mind as well, and whether it's here in Grande Prairie or Slave Lake or somewhere else in the community, the county is prepared to help out as well.
Absolutely. We could face a Slave Lake event. Obviously, any area of the province could, given the right conditions. The county is taking a lot of proactive approach to fire smarting, as we're doing here in the Dunes area by putting in fire breaks and doing a lot of fire smart work. So we are taking that approach again. Being proactive, having the right equipment and training in place allows us to combat those fires quicker and hopefully more effectively.
Now you touched on the permitting process. As you said, it is free of charge. How does someone start the process of the permit so that they can burn or use fireworks, for example?
Certainly. We've divided the county of Grande Prairie up into 4 areas. Basically, we've color-coded it for ease of use. 4 areas are known as our green area, or fire protection area. It is an area that's controlled by Alberta Sustainable Resource Development, and they will have to be the ones that are contacted for a permit. The map and the color-coded map can be found on our website. We also have a yellow area, which is a county land that borders up against the fire protection area. During fire season, so from now through the end of October 31st, you will need an inspection by a fire guardian. They'll come out and actually do a physical inspection and actually write a handwritten permit free of charge. We have an area known as a county white area. County white area is more of the centralized area of the county of Grande Prairie, and we require a notification. So if a resident wants to burn a brush pile in their backyard, they give us a call at 532-9727. We'll walk through the permit with them. We call it a permit, but again, it is a notification. We just ensure they're conducting safe burning practices. And finally, we have what's known as a restricted burn area. That's the area we're standing in, known as the Dunes area, as well as the Hugh Allen Seed Orchard and on top of Saskatoon Mountain. We have restricted burning year-round where a permit is required. And again, you can obtain one of those free of charge through the county fire office at 532-9727.
Everett Cook, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else at all you'd like to say to the public as fire season is now upon us?
There is. Call early. Again, be proactive. Make the call early. If you feel a situation is getting out of control or may become out of control, don't hesitate at phoning 911. There is no cost for the county fire service to come out and respond to a call, and we'd rather come out and help or assist in eliminating a hazard before it grows into something we can't.
Better safe than sorry. I use the same terminology.
Exactly.
Fire Chief Everett Cook, thank you so much for joining us on this windy day. Luckily, you don't